everyone, and welcome to the Other Information section of the CSU application. So in this section, we have various questions to answer. The first one that is required is about your social security number. So if you have a social security number, you're going to say yes, and then you're going to report your social security number here. If you don't have a social security number, you're going to say no, and then you're going to acknowledge that you do not have a social security number, and this is the exception for international students, undocumented students, and other exceptions that apply for this. The next section is asking you to report your language of proficiency. So what was the first language that I learned? Personally, my first language was actually Spanish, but if your first language was English, then you put English. If it's something else, so report your first language that you learned, and then if there's a second language, because you're bilingual, you can add it by clicking that button that said add another language. So these are all of the different languages that are posted. And again, you can add a second language by clicking that button. So here you go, language of proficiency. Mine was Spanish. If you have two different languages, mine is Spanish, but my other one is English, I'm gonna select English, and my level of proficiency is advanced. Okay, so now I'm reporting my languages. You might have more than me, so you can continue to add more languages. If you only have one, that's fine too. So that's all you're doing, is reporting your languages in that section. The next section is military status. This is actually being pulled by your profiles. Are you the dependent of a person who is currently serving or who was previously served in the U.S. military? This may include active duty service in the National Guard or service in the reserves. Yes, active duty, yes, National Guard, yes, reservist, yes, veteran, or no. I'm going to go ahead and say no. The following question is about academic standing. Are you in good academic standing? Say yes or no. So good academic standing, 2.0 or above. At Santa Barbara City College, I'm going to say I am currently in a good academic standing. Academic infractions and conduct. Have you ever been disciplined for academic performance, such as academic probation, disqualification by any other college or university? So have you ever been on probation or disqualification? If you have, you say yes. If you have not, you say no. So if you click yes, it's going to ask you to explain at the bottom. If you say no, it's not going to ask you to explain anything. Have you been academically disqualified at any college or university? If you have, you say yes, and again, that box will pop up where you can explain what happened. Or if you have not, you're going to say no. Have you ever been disciplined for student conduct violations, suspension, expulsion, etc. by any college or university? Yes or no. If you say yes, the box is going to pop up and you're going to have to explain. If you say yes to any of these three questions, give your explanation at the bottom. The following question is about the teacher credential program. Select your interest in obtaining your teacher or other educational credentials. So no, not interested in a credential program. Planning to apply to a credential program at a later time. Planning to apply to a credential program for this term. Go ahead and make your selection. I'm not interested, so I'm going to say no. The next question is asking if you're interested in CalFresh. So this is fresh food assistance. It's monthly. If you're interested in the program, please say yes. If you're not interested, you can say no. I'm going to say yes. California Promise. This is for students who are first-time freshmen and are interested in finishing their bachelor's degree in 4 years. These are only California residents that can qualify for this, or if you're completing an ADT for transfer, you can also qualify for this. So if you're interested in the program, click yes. If you're not interested, click no. I will click yes. If you're interested in an RN license, click yes. And if you are not, click no. I am not, so I'm going to click no. And then the last question is also required, but you're just going to say how you heard about the CSU. I'm going to say my counselor told me. Once you're done with your selections, go ahead and save and continue.